The U.S. Constitution is a document that was signed 11 years after this nation was formed. It is the supreme document or the supreme law of the land by which all laws, whether at federal, state, local, must adhere or follow. In the First Amendment, you have 5 rights. The first right is freedom of religion from the interference of government. Now that's been changed since the original formation of the First Amendment to be interpreted as a separation of church and state. The other 5 rights in the First Amendment, those include freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to redress grievances against your government, and freedom of peaceable assembly. The Constitution can be changed or altered in a number of ways. Probably the best known way is by amendment. Now, to date, there have only been 27 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Another way that the U.S. Constitution can be changed is through interpretation by the United States Supreme Court. The only people that actually have the authority to interpret the U.S. Constitution are the members of the Supreme Court, and they alone can redefine the meaning of what those words say. Today, a lot of people think that they can read the Constitution and understand it. That is not accurate. You can get a pretty good idea about what the Constitution means or what the spirit of the intent of the meaning is. However, legal precedent defines the meaning, and without really a pretty in-depth understanding of previous lawsuits or law cases, sometimes the meaning of the Constitution is difficult to understand. The founders of this country believed that the voter should be educated and virtuous. So when we look at why should we learn about the U.S. Constitution, we want to understand a firsthand experience what it means, how it affects the quality of our lives, but most importantly, what is the expectation of citizenship that each of us carry as a member of this society. For example, while the Constitution does list many of our rights, not all of them, what accompanies those rights are responsibilities or duties and obligations to the other members of society. Our society, or any society, is not going to work very well if we all run about exercising our rights willy-nilly, trampling the rights of other people. As we begin to learn about the Constitution, we understand that coupled with our individual rights are our individual responsibilities, and those responsibilities are not only to other members of society, but to the institutions of government as well. And unless you've studied and learned about the Constitution, you probably are not going to understand that. Try not to view your knowledge of the Constitution as a weapon in an arsenal of political debate. Instead, try to view it as a tool by which you can help others achieve the American dream.